clothes, get a great leather handbag, and just search fashion on hsn.com. But that's free shipping on any total order of $99 or more. Let's do LaBellum. Here we go. Hillary Scott, again, you love her country music. She is the fabulous mother of 3 now, just gave birth to twins. And this is a fabulous design in lace. This is her lace topper with a scalloped hem. Backed by popular demand, we have not been able to keep this in stock. So let's give you a chance to shop for it today. Today's price is $89.90. Again, 3 flexible payments to get that home. Super affordable, less than $30. We have 2 colors. You see the natural on the left on Danya. Jan's wearing it in the black. It's all done in a 100% nylon shell with 100% cotton embroidery. Now, because it's all done in this beautiful lace, we do recommend that you hand wash it, dry it flat. We have extra small through 3X. This is one of the most important silhouettes of the season. They call these toppers or dusters. It's not quite a duster length at 32 3/4 of an inch in length, but you can see it hits you right about mid-thigh. Notice how beautiful this is against your skin. It's going to be slightly sheer, so you're gonna wear this over a tank, you're gonna wear this over a cami, you're gonna wear this over a sleeveless dress. You can even wear this over a little t-shirt and dress it up. I can't imagine there would be a summer wedding or a summer festival on your calendar that this wouldn't be perfect for, because it really does look like something that you should be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars for. It's a very boutique look, a very high-end designer look, but of course, Hillary Scott brings you this beautiful design, and this is what she's known for. She does these beautiful details that I just think are extraordinary. So here's this lightweight sort of mesh design, and then you have all embroidered floral details. Notice how beautiful this is. You have a row of rosettes coming all the way down the center. And the color that I'm holding is the natural. The other one is gonna be the black. And you have these wonderful floral designs that are done. This is all 100% cotton embroidery. So it's not a print. It's all 3-dimensional. I mean, just outstanding and exquisite details. And you have this lovely little scalloped lace design that goes all the way around that sort of gives you a little bit of a waistline. And then it's gonna have more of that mesh below, so it's even more lightweight, excuse me, and more sheer. And I had to sneeze. And then more of those little pretty rosettes. It's a very dainty sneeze to go with this very delicate lace. See, I even matched my sneezes to my presentations. I'm good at this, aren't I? And then we've got those wonderful floral designs there at the bottom. Also a scalloped edge across the bottom. So from every angle, this is just so pretty on. And I love all the different ways you can wear this. You can see the hemline, again, hitting you at about mid-thigh, and then you've got a 3/4 length sleeve. So even the sleeves aren't gonna be too dramatic. They're not gonna fall in your soup or something if you've got a very special occasion and you're trying to eat as you know, delicately as possible. I love that the sleeves aren't oversized. They're just a nice, beautiful sheer sleeve that gives you just a hint of skin underneath. And notice how there's no buttons down the front, there's no ties, there's no hook and eyes. It's just gonna sort of stay open like this. So it's gonna just move with you beautifully throughout the day. It's very elongating when you add a topper. It's sometimes just what your outfit is missing. If you look in the mirror and you're like, something's not quite right. Is it a belt? Is it a necklace? Sometimes it's just this 3rd-piece dressing. They call it 3rd-piece dressing. They call it the topper or the duster. Here's the back. Can you imagine how beautiful this would be if you are the mother of the bride? This would just be stunning. If you have a special occasion,